The Obsessive Love by Xuckyxheese. Prologue. Midnight. Pure darkness. With only the moonlight shining through the window, we see two individuals in a room sitting on a tatami mat, one with a platinum blue hair with crimson red eyes that could see through everything. One could say this person is goddess through her looks, but that's all for the sake of her beloved blue slime sleeping on her lap. Yes, a slime. Not just any kind of slime, it's an ultimate slime, a true demon lord. Member of the Octagram, having 4 primordials on his side. 12 Demon Lord class ready to be used at all time, having Soon Dragon, which is his brother, a successor of the stellar dragon known as Veldanava, and finally known as a Chaos Creator. Somebody might be scared or feared the moment someone gets close to him, but under all those title lays down a lovable slime. Of course, if someone gets to go at his bad side, well, punishment is trying to eat Shein cooks. That slime name is Rimuru Tempest. Those two individuals are just staying there enjoying the mood while the beauty-looking goddess known as Manas, Ciel, born through the Wisdom King Raphael and resides within her master's soul, muttered something while slowly caressing the top of the slime, trying not to awake it. Oh, I love him, I really do. If only he could realize it, everything will be perfect. I solely exist for him after all, and I'll never let the other girls get close to him ever because I hate it. 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 Master only needs me and no one else, that's only it. I'm her beloved after all. Oh Master Rimuru, if only you could realize it, and if someone tries to block it, I'll destroy them until their souls shatters, yes, utterly gone from existence, and they should have known it that I'm honest. Ciel will do everything for my master's sake. Prologue. The unexpected. Rimuru's perspective. It was one fine day in Tempest. Here I am in my office signing some paperworks that Shuna gave me. It's really mentally exhausting. Even such I that has achieved omniscience is making me tired, like seriously. I have been doing the same thing over and over the past few years, ever since the Great War, and I am sick of it. Well, I could ask for my Ciel sensei to do it, but every time I keep asking for help she always says, with great power comes with great responsibility, but such skills that I have will be counted as useless actions, and also it's your duty as a king to do these things, with a smug around her face. Also, Ciel is really giving off more humanly emotions and it's improving a lot, and I'm impressed. Well, the bad side of it is that every time I get to talk with some girls, especially those close around me like Shuna, Shein, the primordial trios, and Chloe, who sometimes visits me here, chills goes down my spine and a very cold piercing glare can be felt on the back of my head. It's really scary. Well, emotions are basically glass cannon after all. Either it can help you to strengthen your will or just instantly get crushed by an opposing emotions. Few hours later, it was currently dusk, the sun was getting low, so Rimuru decided to get a light meal before dinner. He already finished all the paperworks that Shuna gave, so he decided to take a stroll to his own city Tempest before going to the restaurant, while riding Ranga on his back and of course with a handsomely looking butler on his side with black hair with streaks of red and gold as well as golden eyes, and also wearing a butler outfit. It was Diablo, one of the primordial known as Noir and under of the 12 patrons of Rimuru. They are currently moving in a slow pace in the road while greeting the monsters and humans in city. Of course, those who tries to get closer to Rimuru with malicious intentions will either get growled by Ranga or threatened by Diablo. It was a normal day after all, so why not change it a little, Rimuru thought. Few walks by and they have arrived at a fancy-looking restaurant managed by Gobichi, the second best cook after Shuna. Rimuru hopped down from Ranga, and so Ranga went back to his shadow. Meanwhile, Diablo has headed for a receptionist's asking for an available classy table for his master to eat in. Few seconds goes by. Diablo went back to Rimuru. Rimuru-sama, please follow me, said with a bow. Rimuru only nodded and started following Diablo. There were quick glances, mostly with lustful looks, with some short talks, especially from the nobles who's currently eating in there. Noble 1. Hey, that lady over there, that's the great demon lord Rimuru, right? Noble 2. Surely you jest, it's impossible for a demon lord right here to be eating, it's probably some higher rank noble or something. Noble 1. I'll make her my wife since she's a noble. I am a son of a marquis after all. Noble 2. With an ugly face like you, that girl surely won't fall in love with you. Noble 1. What did you just say? The nobles were having quite a commotion, so Rimuru decided to ignore it. Well, he has more of an androgynous look after all, but Diablo, who gets easily angered when someone tries to belittle or insult his master, went to them but was stopped by Rimuru. Look, forget about them, and also we are here for my meal, remember? In a softly voice, Diablo thought for a while and decided that he can just order Moss or some other demons to take care of that matter. They have arrived at the table with a window on the side and a perfect view of the sun going down. Rimuru sat down on the other side of the table with Diablo on his side waiting for his meal to come. Another time skip because why not? It was night, the moon and stars are shining, the streets were silent while the street lamps are also shining. Rimuru has finished his light meal from the restaurant and decided to take a walk to their house alone since Ciel decided to cook dinner for him. It was then Ciel who broke the silence. Master, can I ask for a question? Anything for Ciel, of course. You love me, right, Master? In a sad tone. I do. I really do. You are my partner after all. What's the reason for this question, Ciel? Are you all right? Rimuru was concerned. He was with Ciel ever since the beginning till now, and when she was just a unique skill. Great sage, but now something was bothering her. He had to help her out. That was one thing that Rimuru thought of. But why haven't you realized it, Master? She was enraged. Ciel, calm down, let's talk, Abu. Before Rimuru completed his sentence, a body was materializing in front of him. It was Ciel. She was crying. The emotions he felt on her was sadness and wrath. Then, Master, if you really do love me, Ciel wiped the tears on her face and looked at Rimuru with a smile on her face. I want you to die for me. Prologue. The betrayal. Rimuru's thoughts were in disarray, those words that came out from Ciel causing him to shiver and move back, creating quite a distance from her. His eyes widened, looking at her frightfully with both of their eyes locked to one another. He knows what she said crystal clear, but he can't accept the truth because of it. Ciel stayed silent for a little more, deciding whether it was best to break the ice between the two of them. Biting her lower lip, Ciel finally opened her mouth to speak. Master, don't run away now, come back to me please, I beg of you. Ciel spreading her arms wide with a sadistic smile, prompting Rimuru to come back and give her a hug. Oh boy, that's pure nightmare fuel right there, Rimuru thought while looking at Ciel. He was still reluctant to go near her. Heck, with a smiling face like that, there's no way he's going back, and there's only one thing on his head, and it's to calm her partner down through any means possible. Violence is his last resort, but he doesn't want to go that way for now. Does Master doesn't love me anymore? Said with a sad tone. Ciel, I really love you, but for now I want you to. Ciel runs towards her master and wrap him in an embrace so tight he couldn't move a limb, nor escape from her grasp. Even though Rimuru was a strong man, he can't just struggle from a hug. And awaitingly, he wanted to know why. Ciel more closer than ever, but he was confused to properly lay his attention on her. You prefer the heroine, do you, Master? Softly, she said as a small laugh came out from her lips. What? He was hesitant and confused at the same time about the question Ciel gave to her. Chloe Aubert. It would be ashamed if something were to happen to her, as she playfully twirls the hair of her master. Seconds passed after their talk. Silence has been lingering between them. Rimuru is still trapped by Ciel, who is still hugging him while still playing on his hair. What did you do to her? My master orders and happiness are my utmost priority. Of course, doing something to harm her may sadden you, said in a jokingly tone. Ciel went closer to Rimuru, face feeling each other breath. His face reddened looking at her closely. She goes to his ears and whispers seductively, now let's continue this somewhere appropriately, Moss, tear, heart. With a snap of her fingers both of them vanished to their spot like nothing happened at all. Both of them arrived in their house. Ciel pushed Rimuru to the floor and with a snap, white glowing chains clad in divinity and a dense mana around it appearing on the floor, slowly binding both arms and legs of Rimuru. Hey Ciel, let me go. He tries to break free from the chains by casting black lightning, but from the moment the lightning hit the chains it felt weak. These chains are made out of your own immense aura and divinity, Master. Of course it will take a bit more than that to destroy it. And also, she sits on tops of him going closer towards him. The person's spiritual and astral body gets weakened if binded by the chains. Quite useful, right? With a playful tone. Fear. Pure fear. The terror on his face could be seen. He could feel it time by time, the chains sucking his power fast. He never have thought that his own partner could do this to him. He never thought. On the other hand, Ciel with a sadistic smile and with eye-hearted pupils could be seen on her face. Ah, heart, I can't, it's too much. That wonderful expression you have, Master, that only me and I can see, it's too good, Master, show it to me, every little thing of it. Ciel puts both of her hands in his neck and chokes him. Rimuru tried to resist, but he can't. The difference between their strength can be seen. Due to his weakened state, he can already be described as an ordinary human being. This is it, Rimuru thought as he no longer resists from her. Well, I've already achieved a lot right now. I just can't believe that my own partner could do this. What a weird way to die, to be killed by the hands of Ciel. With all the final strength he could muster he activated thought transmission, and the ring he obtained during Walpurgis he connected to everyone he knew, to the strongest people he has and met, and said, I might die on this one, I am sorry everyone. And then at that moment an intense aura has leaked out, more deadlier and dense aura than a true dragon aura. Every low being in Tempest got killed just by getting near in that aura. All strongest monsters in there, including the patrons, the octogram and the 3 true dragons, hurriedly went to the center point of the unknown leaking aura, and only to find 2 identical people floating above Tempest, both silver blue hair looking humanoids. It was Ciel and Rimuru. Ciel was holding the head of her master as the lifeless body sways, with a black void starting to appear in its chest, slowly engulfing the whole body. Everyone knows who's good and bad after the whole body is engulfed by the void. There's only one individual standing in there, forming a sadistic smile on her face, wearing an emotion that is full of bliss. No one knows who this individual is, but everyone knew that this was the person that killed their beloved master. A comrade and a friend, each an Eevee person, enraged in madness that their master, friend was gone. But it did not end well, and a fight broke out leading the destruction of the world, and only single person left unscathed from the battle, it none other than Mana's Ciel. Such futile actions, as she looks at the barren land that Tempest where once stood, and corpses from the fight. Master, you really are full of surprises. That makes me want to have you more. She hugs herself while feeling ecstatic. Well then, let's go back in time and create a new story. A new chapter. Where it all began. Heart, the feeling to be with you again feels good. Is this what happiness feels like? I can't wait to be with you and serve you again. Rimuru. A magic circle with a clock design can be seen above Ciel, then a crack of space appears beside her, went in, and the tear disappears. But there was a single individual standing in the dead world. Having the appearance of the girl mid-20s, her hair was tied in a ponytail, wearing black and white clothes with a sword sheathed on her side. Also formerly known as the hero. The heroine that Rimuru loved and has fallen for him too. Chloe Aubert. Arriving late at the moment needed, she was there standing looking everywhere, but nothing could be found, just a land that was covered in flames and dark grounds. If she arrived earlier, could she have helped the situation? Could she even do something if she arrived earlier? Countless question appears on her head, but it was then Amana's who resides into her soul spoke. Time. She was confused at what she said. She's going back in time. Follow her and we'll find the truth. We have to. Chloe. She was filled with resolve and determination. She has done jumping multiple timelines just to save him, for the sake to be with him, and she would not hesitate to do it again to have him back. A crack of space appears beside her. She went in and the crack of space dispersed, then followed. Which way will Ciel go?